Hey y'all, I'm doing. I'm so excited. We are live at 5. Hey, hey, I'm live at 5. 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 Come on inside of the StreamYard room. Y'all not gonna believe it. I got my girl Sherilyn inside here backstage, helping the girl out, helping the sister out. Sissy, I see the red dress. Let's go. It's Friday. It's my day, and I'm live at 5. Yes. Okay. Look, you guys, I'm so excited. This conversation, I'm overthinking it again. Put it in the chat, overthinking it again. So let me tell you, I don't know if you guys know this or if I put it out here. This started on Monday. What was the 7th? On Monday. This is my commitment and I want to share it with you. But before I get into that, before I tell you what I was overthinking and how I got help to get out of the rut that I was in, I'm going to first introduce myself. My name is Denise Merriweather. I am the CEO and founder of Queenpreneurs Jumpstart Program. It is the #1 training environment for people in the world looking to leverage their knowledge, ignite their passion, and build a highly profitable business. And how do you want to do this? You want to build your courage, confidence, and competence so you can accept, believe, and commit to what it is that God has called you to do. So listen, Linda, listen, look it. Put it in the chat, overthinking it again. Okay, so some of you guys may not know this, but you do get that I don't believe that text message is a real form of conversation. If you understand or you know that about me, put this in the chat. Yeah, I know that. Put it in the chat. I know that. Text message is not a real form of communication. Emails are not a real form of communication. Like, however you use this thing, okay. Sherilyn is like, yes, I know that. Yes, girl, I'm overthinking it again. Okay, but I want to tell you what I'm overthinking, Tiffany. So happy that you are here inside this space. So, for those of you who know that I don't believe that text messages and emails are true, real communication, right? That's just not. It's a form of setting up to have a real conversation, right? Like you can send a text message, say, hey, girl, do you have time to meet with me on this day so we could talk about something or have a conversation about something? Same thing via email. Now, email, I think, is used to recap. It's a great place to recap a real conversation, but it ain't no real conversation happening. Y'all can subscribe to whatever you want, but this is what I believe in my heart, and I know it to be true for me. So on Monday, I met with one of my fellow coaches and event leaders in Landmark, and we were talking about what we was up to. We got homework for the quarter, what type of game we're playing. You know that I'm playing the game, figuring out what's wanted and needed and making it happen, right? And making it come to pass for other people. So of course, if you got something that's wanted and needed, just let your girl know I'm in that game, right? We also have to put on an event where 5 or more people will attend. I ain't done it yet, but it's coming. So just know I'm going to do an event, right? I think I want to do a day of silence. I haven't done one in a while, and it's past time for me to do it. So I'm probably going to do a day of silence. And then we had to listen to the Martin Luther King speech, which I did that today. Very delicious. I don't know if you guys have ever just listened to it, see his style, how he communicated, how he enrolled people and what it was that he was up to. But it's a speech to study for those of you who want to be a great communicator and want to enroll people in what it is that you're up to so you get people support in the causes and the things that mean something to you. Maybe that's a homework assignment and you need to take it on. Well, here is something that I created. I created that I will not be communicating with people via text for a month. So don't be trying to text me and have a full conversation with me set from August the 7th to September 7th. I'm committed to that. But let me tell you, when I was on the phone with her, or we was on Zoom, how I started overthinking this thing. So first, my request was, well, I'm really passionate about this. It feels like something that I want to take on, but I'm not sure. Put it in the chat. I'm not sure. Just put it in the chat. I'm not sure. And we might do points today. We might not. Just put in the chat what I'm telling you, put in the chat. I'm not sure, right? But here is the thing. Me not receiving or wanting to communicate with people via text message, do you get that I'm touched, moved, and inspired by that? Because I talk about this. Like, this is a real thing for me. So in order for me to be able to impact other people in my belief system of not believing that text messages and emails are real communication, what is there for me to do? Well, it's for me, something there for me to take a stand in, right? But let me tell you what stopped me from taking a stand. Number one, what will it take to make this happen? Put it in the chat. That's number one. That's the question that I was asking myself, because this is what the overthinkers do. And it may be the same reason why you haven't taken on something that you want to take on. And I was just like, what is this going to take? Right? I have this contract in Raleigh. I'm communicating back and forth with people who have hired me. I got contracts coming up. I had so many reasons on why I should not and what it's going to take for me to get around it. I was like, oh my God, I can't make people not text me. I can't, stop them from doing these things. But here was the catcher. Here's what was asked to me. Okay, Deneen, what is there to do when you have a stand on something and you want people to honor it? You communicate it. So I was like, you're right. So the people who reach out to me, I could just tell them, hey, y'all, I'm taking on not texting this month. Just give me a call. That was the first thing, right? So it's kind of like, okay, I got it. I can't make them do it, but I can definitely tell them I would prefer to have a conversation. Meaning my phone going to ring a lot more within this month. What will it take? It was going to take me answering the phone and having these conversations with people, which is only going to make me a better communicator and help me with my enrollment conversation, because this is something I got to enroll people in for them to honor. Do you get that? So what is that thing that you want to do that you know that you need support from other people to get it done, but you're not willing to have the enrollment conversation because you know it's going to take a lot from you? And when I say a lot, I mean it's going to be some work for you to do. Okay, I'm sorry. Number two. The second thing that was on my mind is, will I fail at it? Put it in the chat. Will I fail at it? Meaning, is it going to really work? Can I really not text people this month? Am I going to do more texting than really having phone conversations, because I won't have the enrollment conversation with the people? I won't tell them what I'm up to. Will I be afraid to tell them, is this really going to work? Can I really make this happen for 30 days straight? That was all the things that was in my head, right? Am I going to really fail like this? See, sometimes we're afraid of taking on new things and challenges because we don't want to fail. But what if, remember, we took on the mindset that failure don't even exist, right? We had this conversation before. Failure only exists in language. Put it in the chat. Failure only exists in language. So let's think about this. What if over the next month, only half of the people that I communicated with actually honor my request and have a phone conversation with me? What would be the benefits of those phone conversations? Well, I'm not really sure, but I'm sure our relationship would be better. I'm sure that we will have a stronger connection. I'm sure that I would be able to enroll them on some of the things that I'm up to, and they would be able to enroll me in the things that they were up to. Like this person that I was talking to, she told me that she was preparing for a marathon. She's taking the place of her God. I want to say it was like a God, maybe I want to say maybe a God niece or someone that she had a strong relationship with that was killed by like a drunk driver. So she's taken her place in a marathon because the young lady was a marathon runner and she wanted to run marathons in different states and countries. So I think they're going to run this marathon in Paris. Come on, let's go. Now, in phone conversation, she didn't ask me for a donation, but she mentioned, yeah, and we got to raise this money. And I'm like, girl, I'm so enrolled by that. Let me go ahead and send you $25 right now. I want to at least donate that. But do you get that your conversation with people, just naturally being yourself and sharing yourself, can gain you supports in the things that you're up to? So for all of you who are listening, don't be texting me. You already know if you want to talk to me, you need to call me. And I don't care who you are. You can say, hey, Janine, I want to talk to you. If you got my number, just call me. Why? Because I'm going to pick up. Or you're going to leave me a message and I'm going to call you back. Why? Because I'm not doing no text messages for the next month. So don't worry about failing. Don't worry about it. People not getting in alignment with you. Your job is to have the enrollment conversations to get them in alignment with you. There's a lot more people that will say yes than no, and I promise you that. Okay, number three. Is this going to work? Is this going to work? Now, my intention for taking this stand on is to have better communication. Do y'all know what my overall goal is as a speaker, teacher, and coach? My overall goal and why I'm training myself to the level that I'm training myself is to be able to transform lives with one conversation. Do you know that the only way that I'm going to be able to develop myself to be able to transform lives with one conversation is what? To have conversations. Do you get that? To continue to work on my listening, to continue to be where people are, to continue to recreate people, right? Like there is a skill set needed to be able to transform the lives of people you come in communication contact with and communication with. And you need to be intentional about it. So when I started thinking about these text messages, I'm like, does this align with my game, my big game? Yes, it does. Should I be putting effort towards having these real life conversations and not texting people and sending emails? Yes, I should. Why? Because I'm in the business of changing lives and impacting lives and transforming lives with one conversation. Well, if I don't put the work in, how am I ever going to reach the goal? So it's not about whether or not it's going to work. I know that it's going to work if I do the work. Put it in the chat. I know it's going to work if I do the work. I know it's going to work if I do the work. So look, here's my request. If you need me, if you have something that's needed and wanted, you can call me. Now, don't send me no text messages unless you want to set up a time to call me. Do you get that? And as a matter of fact, if we got that kind of relationship, then just call me. And leave a message if I can't answer. Okay, quick recap. Stop overthinking things, overthinking it again, right? And catch yourself. Whenever there's something that you're passionate about, you have a desire to do, listen to the questions that you're asking yourself that's talking you out of it. Like, what will it take? Like, am I really up to put this work in? Do I really want to do the work for it? That was kind of my question. Number 2 was, will I fail at it? And number 3 was, can this really work? Is this going to work? Like, can I really have that type of impact and influence on people? And to all those things, it may be yes. Yeah. What is it going to take? A lot. It's going to take effort. It's going to take effort and it's going to take time. Put it in the chat. It's going to take effort and it's going to take time. You know, will I fail at it? Probably so. It's not going to always work out the way you want it to, but it doesn't mean that it's not worth doing it. And then number 3, will it work? Yes, it absolutely will work. If you do the work, it'll work. All right. Always looking forward to serving you. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, LaShawn. Thank you, Sherilyn, for being out here inside it. Make sure you share this video. Overthinking it again. Put it in the chat. Overthinking it again. Stop it. Stop overthinking stuff. Get in the game. Just do it. Put it in the chat. Get in the game. Put it in the chat. Just do it. There's no reason not to. It's okay if you fail at it. I promise it's going to work if you do the work. And what is it going to take? It's going to take effort and it's going to take time. Look, always looking forward to serving you. I'll see you guys on Monday. Yes, we will be live at 5. Hey, I'm live at 5.